everybody, welcome to Life Points. We're glad that you joined us. We're in the middle of our weird series, and it's a little weird. That's all right. But today we looked at the topic of weird families. And whenever I say that, I know that everybody either remembers something from their childhood or they think about that one neighbor or that one person at work that kind of comes from a weird family background. But that's not the kind of weird that we wanted to talk about today at all. We wanted to talk about how God has created families as a gift, and He wants us to have a family life that's beyond normal, but rather extraordinary. You see, today the American family has been ravaged by divorce, by stress, by debt, by disunity. All kinds of attacks have decimated the American family. What is now normal is not acceptable. We, as followers of Jesus, are called to an extraordinary family life. We looked at Genesis, how in the very, very beginning, God created a family. And His purpose of populating the world and propagating mankind was fulfilled through a family, one family unit. Adam and Eve, united in marriage, provided the foundation for the family that all of us come from. It's really awesome how God used that family to do all that. And you see, families are the building blocks of our entire societies. As kids get launched out into the world from families, that's what we build our society on. Families are of utmost importance. When we're looking at how God designed families to be, He designed it first for the mother and the father, the husband and wife, to be the very foundation of a family. As soon as a man and a woman leave their homes and become united in marriage, that starts the family. From that come children. And what a blessing it is to have children. And as the family stays together and grows together, that family has those boundaries where inside that boundaries, those kids can grow and mature and learn who God is and have a relationship with God. They can work out. They learn about communication. They learn boundaries. They learn discipline. All these vital things for children occur in the context of a family. Unfortunately, families get torn apart. And that safe, great environment that God created for our benefit is sometimes non-existent or sometimes not healthy. God wants you to have a healthy and extraordinary family. We looked at how men need to step up their game and be the leaders of the house. And leading is to serve their family with an unyielding love, the same love that Jesus has for the church. Men, buck up and lead your family in love. Women, support, love, and respect your husbands. God has given him a daunting task of leading your family. Support and honor him in that. Give him the respect he desperately needs. Don't steamroll him. Don't try to dictate and take over the family, because you're going to castrate your man doing that, and that's dangerous for your family. But rather, love him and recognize that your husband has to stand before God and give an account for your families. Children, we need to obey our parents. There's a promise with that. And parents, God has promised kids who obey their parents. It says this is the first commandment with promise, that you might have a long life. Now, the reason that says that, if we honor our parents and obey their parents, and our parents are giving us good principles and good things to obey, we're going to avoid a lot of hardship and pain. Our parents tell us not to stick a fork in the electrical outlet because they don't want us to die. There's where that blessing comes in. All right? You guys see what I'm saying? Parents, you can do your kids a great disservice by not giving them boundaries, by not teaching them to obey and honor you, by helping them to teach and obey authority, specifically your authority as they're young. You're allowing God to bless them as they grow in that. So tonight at Life Point, you guys have some questions. I want you to discuss what is it to be a healthy family. Discuss the different dynamics. It doesn't matter if you're just a single family unit with a husband and wife, whether you're a husband and wife with kids, whether you're a single parent family, maybe you're a blended family. God wants to bless your family as you turn toward Him and you put Him in the center. Guys, Have a good time talking about your families. And you know what? Let's start off with a little bit of fun, and I want you to talk about the weirdest thing that your family ever did or does. All right? Have a good life point. We'll see you next week.